What's up, guys? Prince Sports here, live from Manila. All right, international style. I want to talk to you guys about some NBA basketball. Let's talk about LeBron James going to the NBA Finals. Now, LeBron James said going to the Finals means nothing, absolutely nothing, if you don't win it. So that dispels all the notion of his crazy fanboys that try to give him overly credit for going to the Finals but losing sometimes. So you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. LeBron James telling you that if I get to the Finals and I don't win, it's a failure, okay? I don't care. You know, it's a waste. And he's right. So he's thinking like me. He's thinking like anybody that puts winning first. So kudos to LeBron James for putting that pressure on himself. And kudos to LeBron James for knowing how important winning NBA basketball is and how important winning is to a superstar's resume. All right? That you cannot dispel. That you cannot dismiss. And let's say this for some reason. If LeBron James and the Miami Heat, if LeBron James and the Lakers don't win the championship, this would be one of the biggest meltdowns or the biggest choke jobs in NBA history. You have to beat the Miami Heat. There's no buts, ifs about it. You got to beat the Miami Heat, okay? And I want to go back to people sitting there saying, well, you know, LeBron James, he couldn't dominate the West. He couldn't get to the Finals in the West. You know, he already got there now. All right, so you got to give the man his credit. All right, then you're going to sit there and use another scapegoat and say, well, you know what? He couldn't get to the Finals if AD wasn't on the team. But how do you get to the Finals without having good teammates? Okay, you don't get to the dance, be the best of the best in a team sport without having good teammates around you. That comes with the territory. Now, you could be a number one on a team and you get credit for being a number one. But at the same time, dog, you gotta get called out if you don't produce. All right? So if you don't produce, you get called out. I'm about to make me some coffee in this hotel and getting some of this started. I'm getting it popping right now. Get some of this started right now. But back to what I was talking about. Yeah, y'all could miss me with that. You know, LeBron James, he had Anthony Davis. Dog, you can't get nowhere without having good teammates, okay? It takes the full team, you know? So, he wins a championship. He dominated the West. He dominated the NBA. Simple as that, all right? And I always told people, if LeBron James was in a Western Conference, he'd still be in the Finals a lot of times. He'd probably be in the Finals like 7 times. Maybe not as much times as he'd been in the East, but he was still been just as much, and he probably would have more championships. Imagine if LeBron James was on a team like the San Antonio Spurs, okay, when they had Kawhi, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili. You don't think a team like that could go off and win 4 championships? They would have won those first 2 championships that they had, 2013, 2014. So that's 2 championships already that they would have. And the fact that they had LeBron and Kawhi, they would have more championships. A lot more. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give credit where credit's due. And shout out to LeBron James for knowing the importance of winning a championship. That's what I want to see in a leader. I want to see leadership. I want to see you take winning serious. And I want to see you go out there and close games out. You know, the way he closed Denver out. I want to see him do that more often, though. Like, have a killer's mentality. I know I can't install that into somebody. And even if you don't have a killer instinct, that doesn't make you a not great basketball player. You're still great whether you have a killer instinct or not. You could be out there laughing and kicking somebody's ass. It don't matter, you know. But at the same time, my personal preference, I like the dudes like Jordan, the dudes that put their foot on their neck. Because there's a lot of times I feel LeBron James could win games and do what he did against Denver more often. And I just think that he leaves games on the table, and that pisses me off sometimes. I'm like, dude, you're LeBron James. Close out the game, dog. You know, you're arguably one of the greatest basketball players of this generation. That's what they call you, right? So just go out and get the job done. We all know you could do it. You know, I never said LeBron James wasn't clutch, okay? So you could dispel that. Yeah, I'm not a hater. I just said he needs to do it more often. That's all, you know? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, dog, what are you doing? F these dudes up, you know? But as you can see, man, check me out, man. Check me out. Just check me out right here. Look. You know what I'm saying? Walking all around. This is my COVID-19 hotel. I'm sitting here. They got me sitting here looking like Freeway, man. Freeway, Temple to Rock. Look at this, man. I feel like I'm Freeway, man. Real talk. I feel like I'm Freeway out here. You know? Where's Jay-Z at to give me a Rockefeller deal? Shout out to Philadelphia, man. Peace. Prince Sports out. Keep it 3000. Live from Manila.